All right, so we are back on our journey towards Chandigarh, my hometown, and I have a 5:30 a.m. train. So Delhi is still asleep. Businesses are closed, shops are opening up, but yeah, early in the morning, so only cabs and rickshaws on the road. And I'm headed towards the New Delhi railway station, Ajmeri Gate, which is always busy, and that is a bike Uber, pretty common in India. New Delhi railway station has two gates, Ajmeri Gate, that's what you're seeing right now, and there is a Paharganj Gate that's on the opposite side. And I am headed towards the platform after confirming that it's platform number 16 for our train. I rushed towards the train, and yeah, I was just on time. And that's our Vande Bharat Express, the new AC chair class. It operates at a maximum speed of 130 kilometers per hour. Really clean, really fast and efficient. And I'm just rushing towards my cabin because the train is about to leave. And as expected, the train left its scheduled departure time of 5:50 a.m. And within no time, we were in the countryside. And within 30 minutes, we were served with a hot boiling cup of water and some tea mix and two cookies so that we can enjoy the sunrise and, get a awesome start for our day ahead. As the sun was rising, we were given some newspapers because who doesn't need a newspaper, right? And I was keeping a close watch on how fast we are going, and we just hit 131 kilometers per hour. That's the operational max speed. I had barely finished my tea and we were already in Ambala, Kent. So, Ambala, Kent is a city right next to Chandigarh, like minutes away, known for its history and culture. And there's a huge cantonment area. So, the railway station here is huge. Lots of goods and passenger trains pass by every day. And yeah, in the next 20 minutes, we reached Chandigarh. So, Chandigarh is a junction railway station. It's a first planned city of India, famous for gardens and lakes and urban design. And it's the administrative capital of both Punjab and Haryana. BBC named it a perfect city because it's known for its awesome food, multicultural society, and just minutes away from the Himalayas. So, overall, yeah, Chandigarh is the city beautiful. My brother was already waiting for me at the platform, so without wasting any time, we were on our way to our house. I was super tired, so I just wanted to rest for a few minutes, but my brother already had a list of errands that we had to run and get through the list as soon as possible because it's a Sunday. In efforts to reduce carbon emissions, you can see these Go Green electric buses all over Chandigarh. I was hungry, so I decided to grab some local street food. And my favorite Punjabi chole, that's the masala chickpea with rice, onions, and mint chutney. Very famous in North India. And this is the layout plan of Sector 47, basically the same layout plan for every other sector. Originally, Chandigarh had 47 sectors, including Sukna Lake, Rock Garden, and there's no Sector 13 in Chandigarh because Le Corbusier, the designer who designed Chandigarh, considered the number 13 as unlucky. And this is the Nexus Elante Mall in Chandigarh, the 10th largest mall in India. It has a huge variety of different shops, a huge food court, and it caters to a large population surrounding the city. And this is the Octave store. I popped in to grab some shirts and trousers because I love this brand. And after we went to the baby section to grab some clothes for my nephew and my niece, because yeah, they've got a huge collection here and a huge discount as well. After all the errands were complete, I was feeling a bit jet lagged, so I decided to grab some coffee. There's different options: Starbucks, Tim Hortons. Yeah, we have Tim Hortons in India now. It has opened its stores in different cities, and Chandigarh is one of those cities. I popped in just to check the menu, how how the menu looks and how it's different from the Canadian version. The menu is different, but it's not completely different. But yes, there were some new items that were added to attract Indian customers. And yeah, that's Tim Hortons and Chayos. We ordered some tea from Chayos, and while we were waiting for our order, there was a pet fest happening, only for dogs. And in the meantime, our masala tea with ginger and cardamom arrived, with a side order of fried spinach pakoras. Oh my God. It was so yummy. I just cannot explain it. And after the Elante Mall, we headed towards Mohali to grab some golgappe and some chaat. And this is Sidhu Moosewala, the Punjabi rapper, assassinated in 2022. You can find murals like this all over Punjab. This is a food court, like an open food court in Mohali, and we are headed towards the chaat corner to grab some aloo tikki and some golgappas. I was super tired and jet lagged by this time, so I headed back home and took a big nap. Next morning was Monday, so we had a another list of errands to run. But in the meantime, please take the short tour of my house. And presenting Sherlock. Sherlock is our Labrador dog. He is really friendly, really cool, keeps to himself, but yeah, also very playful all the time, always up for a walk. So we are ready, and this is our family car. It's a Hyundai Santro, super solid, awesome car. And this is the back of my house. So there is a Air Force school, and there's a huge ground outside. And this is where I used to play cricket and football all the time when I was a kid. And since it's Monday, we were on a time schedule, so we had to go back on the road because it's Monday and everything's busy. After getting a few errands done, we were heading towards the downtown of Chandigarh, that's Sector 17, and right there is the Sector 16 Cricket Stadium. It's an international stadium, and this is the Zakir Hussain Rose Garden with over 1600 different species of roses. In our list of errands, we had Chandigarh Housing Board as an item. So Chandigarh Housing Board undertakes all the housing and infrastructure in the city. We just had to submit a few documents, so we did that. And then after, we were hungry because it was lunchtime, and we were headed towards Yo China for some Chinese and Hakka action. After going through the menu for almost 5 minutes, I couldn't decide what I was going to get. So I asked my brother, who's been here quite a few times, to recommend some good dishes. We definitely ordered some dim sums for the table and some Hakka noodles, Manchurian, and a bunch of different items. The hot and sour soup came with some crackers and some pickles and some hot sauce. It was hot outside, so I got some beer to keep myself cool and waiting for more food to come. After lunch, we headed towards the market or the traditional Indian bazaars just to grab some toys for my nephew. This is UPI. It's a way to transfer money between two bank accounts. So you can go to a shop, open the app, scan and pay, and listen to the speaker at the end to confirm the payment. So there is a speaker for accessibility purposes that will confirm your payment has been received. It was almost evening, and since my trip to India was only for 2 days, I wanted to go visit the local goddess, Mansa Devi. So people come from all over India to pray and visit the Mansa Devi Temple. There's not a month or a year that has passed by that I haven't gone or visited this temple. So yeah, it was exciting to visit the temple once again after almost 2-3 years. So the construction of the temple complex started in the 1800s with different rulers pitching in. So this is the main temple that was built in 1811, and then there's different parts of the temple that were built by different rulers or different people. Photography isn't allowed in the main temple, so I didn't risk that. And this is a really old banyan tree. Some people say that the tree was there when the temple was first constructed, and you can see all these awesome paintings on the walls, on the ceiling, and on the floor. And this is the goddess Kali Mata slaying some demons. And this is the second temple called Shri Temple, built by the Maharaja of Patiala in 1840. After offering our prayers, we went back home. I had some stuff to do. And since this was my last night in India, I was, well, I didn't really want it to go back, but, work calls. I had to go, and Sherlock was not making it easy for me. It was 9 p.m., so it was time for dinner. So we headed out to grab some local cuisines. So we had a lot of different options to choose from, but we went with the South Indian cuisine for a masala dosa. After having the masala dosa, it was time to eat something sweet, so we went with the meetha pan. It's an ancient Indian mouth freshener used with betel leaves and added with a bunch of different spices. Some are fruity, some are juicy. So this is the end of part two. Hope you liked it. And I will be bringing the third part of the series soon. So thanks again.